Tech Kid here, and today we will be reviewing the iPhone SE and whether or not you should buy it or you should pass. Alright, before we get started, please subscribe to my channel, like this video if you enjoy it, and if you can, hit that post notification bell. And without further ado, let's hop right into this video. The iPhone SE, Apple's budget phone, starting at $399 and $229 with trade-in. All right, this is already seeming pretty good. So the iPhone SE, before we get started, it's an iPhone 8 remade with the new gen processors. Sorry, I'm touching the home screen below. Sorry about that. But it's pretty good. So yeah, it has our most powerful chip and our most popular size at just the most affordable price. So if you guys aren't a fan of those huge iPhones Apple's releasing, like the 11 Pro, and you want to go back to the iPhone 8 days, this is the perfect option for you. So let's keep going through. So here you can see the iPhone is a durable aluminum, brilliant 4.7 Retina HD display. So Retina is this Apple term. It's basically like in between 4K and 1080p. So it's called Retina HD. It's pretty good. And iPhone 11 Pro called and it wants its chip back. Ha ha ha, Apple. Very funny. Actually, that's pretty funny, Apple. All right. So it has an A13 chip. Wow, Apple. Wow, Apple. What's going on, Apple? Whoa, Apple. What's going on, Apple? Oh, wow, Apple. This is crazy. So here you can see how the chip interacts with the phone and how the video footage and everything would work. I'm gonna keep a little quiet so you guys can see this a little. So these are pretty good graphics for a phone, if I have to say so myself. Okay, so let's continue, guys. So it says we have put the brains in the iPhone 11. We put the brains of the iPhone 11 Pro in the body of an iPhone SE. The A13 Bionic is the fastest chip ever in a smartphone, period. So this is a really good buy because the iPhone 11 Pro is over $1,000, and you're getting its performance at the price of an iPhone SE. So really, the only reason why anyone would ever need to buy an iPhone 11 Pro is just for the size and maybe the camera. But the iPhone SE is just as capable, according to Apple, and played Apple. And it says it can have new ways to work in augmented reality. So AR is this thing on the camera where you can basically like play games using your camera. I think it's if you guys have had a DS ever in your life, there was a game where you used your DS camera and you would be able to basically, in a sense, record people and play games like shooting games or some stuff like that. But let's continue on. Here you can see the iPhone close up. It's basically an iPhone 8, has its one SIM card slot, not like the iPhone 11 Pro, which I believe has two or optional two. So let's keep going. Smile, you're in portrait mode. So they're now offering portrait mode for this iPhone, which is pretty nice because I believe they only offered it for the Plus models back in the iPhone 8 days. And yeah, you can see the photos here. The advanced camera system with the A13 Bionic chip brings portrait mode. Portrait mode, in my opinion, is not really that useful for the everyday person. But if you are like on vacation or something and you would like to take good quality photos, like if you guys went to Mexico, Chichen Itza, if you guys went over there, you guys could use the portrait mode to get a really nice photo with the pyramid. And I recommend this for people that don't already have DSLR cameras to use portrait mode. But if you already have one, portrait mode is really useless for you guys. But it's a nice upgrade to have just in case your DSLR runs out of battery or something unfortunate happens to it. You're able to still have a nice camera around with you. So let's continue. It has depth control. A simple slider lets you blur the background as much or as little as you like. So let's look at her. So here you can see Apple is basically it's basically showing the blurring effect. So yeah, I'll put a link to this page in this description. You guys can click here and see it. So let's keep continuing further on. So this says portrait lighting. Choose from 6 studio quality effects and then adjust the lighting intensity to show the subject in the best possible light. So studio, they're showing a picture of studio light here, natural light, contour light, stage mono, and stage light. So here you can see high key light mono right here. So Apple's showing there's many different types of photo lighting, and basically this is pretty nice because I don't think any of the other Apple phones have this many options. But correct me in the comment section if wrong. It says it has smart HDR. So basically, this is gonna increase the contrast of the pixels when you take photos, and it's gonna create more clear photos, as you can see here. I can flip through these photos and you can see them. And if you are interested in buying this, so high definition video. So here you can see that the video quality is amazing. Good job, Apple. Like, this is extremely good for a mobile camera. I think this is right now at the top. Maybe Samsung might be a little bit better, but their phones are nowhere near this price. This is like 229 with trade-in. That is an amazing deal, and Apple, I have to give you points on that. So yeah, you can see the amazing quality. It says 4K video will let you see 4 times better than detailed than 1080p, because 4K is 4096 by 2160, and 1080p is significantly less than those. I believe 1080p is 1920 by 1080, so it's significantly less. So yeah, you can see the extended dynamic range adds greater shadow and detail. And here you can see they're using quick take. It's just a quick photo button instantly when you're recording. You can see they got a really nice frame when they're all running. And let's keep continuing, guys. Home, sweet home button. So for all of you guys missing that home button, here it is. Apple has came back in the clutch. James Harden came in clutch, and now they have a home button. So here you can see the home button, and the home button is on this red iPhone, and it allows you to unlock your phone, sign in, and get apps. Everyone knows what Touch ID is now, but if you guys don't know, you guys can read this, and it's basically an alternative to Face ID. It's pretty good for the people who are feeling a little older, since the iPhone is no longer offering Touch IDs. So it's really nice for them to revamp it and bring it back. So let's keep continuing. Privacy is built in. So basically, all your messages are sent and encrypted fingerprint data stored in your device, never on Apple servers. So you guys shouldn't be, according to Apple, you guys shouldn't be worrying about Apple stealing your information. And yeah, here you guys can press learn more here if you want some more information. But sorry about that. Let's continue. I'm gonna put this all in the link in the description so you guys can see for yourself. And I'll also put the buy option after we get to that part. So here it says survive splashes, sloshes, sprinkles, sprays, splatters, and spills. The iPhone SE is water resistant to 1 meter for 30 minutes. There's a little 2 right here. So we're gonna read what that says at the bottom. So if it's not afraid of a little dust, coffee or tea, and dust, no worries. Alright, so here you can see the iPhone is wet. This is an amazing photo, Apple. It really brings the point home. So it says binge worthy battery life. So it has 13 hours of video on a single charge, which that is crazy. I think the old iPhones used to be only, like the iPhone 8 was only going to 10 hours. So for them to make it 13 hours in the same chassis it's amazing. So it says you can just set them down on a wireless charger. Yeah, because it's glass, you guys can use wireless chargers on iPhone 8s if you guys didn't know that yet. And or you can connect a 18-volt fast charger to go from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes. That's crazy fast, especially for such a big bat. That means you're gonna get 7 or 6.5 hours a battery from just putting it in the charger for 30 minutes with this. But there's a little footnote for 4 here, so we're gonna scroll down to see what that means. So it's built for iPhone 13 and beyond. So it's basically saying that it'll run the latest, even that haven't been invented yet. So dark mode, Siri shortcuts. You guys can press this to learn more later if you guys want to see. So here you can see the different iPhones and how the different features work. Yeah, here you can see the App Store, for Tello app. You can see the camera, FaceTime. So it says it comes in black, white, red. So red is I believe it I don't think they're doing yeah, they're still doing product red, which means I believe they donate some percentage. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, cuz I'm not 100% sure about this. I should have came a little bit more prepared, but product red is where Apple basically donates a certain amount of the money given bought for these phones to uh, pretty much it goes to certain organizations to help with AIDS. Again, correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but basically helps with like research. It's like Apple's way of giving back to the community. So it says even more great stuff. True tone, haptic touch, which is like the vibration, augmented reality. Yeah, so you can play real world apps. You can put your phone to the sky, see the stars. Stereo audio recording. So yeah, you can make stereo sound engaging the picture. Faster Wi-Fi. It becomes gigabyte class LTE, which basically can get your download speeds. Basically, there's a little 5 right here, so you guys can read that. So now it says you guys can share your headphones or Beats headphones on one iPhone. There's a little 6 right here. You might want to see that. Dual SIM with eSIM, it lets you have both. So before I said that you could only have one SIM, I am wrong. I'm sorry, but there's only one SIM slot in the iPhone. But with the eSIM, I believe that you can use your iPhone to like it'll be like virtual a phone number, so you're not gonna have a physical card, which basically lets you have both your personal and business number on the same iPhone. It's a little 7 right here, so you might want to see that. So we're gonna scroll down a little bit more. So it says use AR to see iPhone SE. So yeah, you can use iPhone. Those are different colors. You guys can try all of this out yourself. I'm gonna link this in the description. Yeah, you can explore the Apple accessories here. Let's keep going. Yeah, this is leather. This is silicone, and these are AirPod, I believe, first editions. So why is it worth upgrading from your iPhone to iPhone SE? See what you're missing. So you guys can press that. Have an iPhone, see, or have an Android, see why you should switch. Get credit toward a new iPhone SE with Apple Trade-in. You can get credit towards an iPhone SE when you trade an eligible smartphone. I honestly don't think it's worth trading in a smartphone. It's better just to pay for it because you're not gonna get that, but you're only gonna get 120 $180 off, and I believe most Apple iPhones past iPhone 6s are worth way more than that, at least around $300. So yeah, it's you guys can get Apple Card monthly installments. You get 3% daily cash back if you guys want that. I can make a video about Apple Card if you guys like, but if not, let's keep continuing. So why Apple is the best place, you guys can see here. Fast, no contact delivery. Now with the virus, this is a pretty nice option Apple has. And here you guys can see the so you guys can see the trade in values, iPhone SE, perfect condition. You can see everything here. I will link again this in the description below. You guys can check this website for yourself, and you can buy a iPhone from Apple. Honestly, this is a really good iPhone, and it's really good for the price. So let me scroll all the way up real quick. All right, so we're at the top. So why upgrade and tech specs. So let's go to the why upgrade tab. So here you can see the iPhone SE first generation and second generation. So yeah, you can see this was basically modeled after the iPhone 5s and has a 4-inch Retina. This is a 4.7, so it has a bigger screen, It's much faster. It has a higher CPU and GPUs. Snapshots become portraits, so that's important for people who are taking photos. That's nice. So you have, remember, keep in mind all these ones and twos. So let's keep going through. Way quicker when downloading photos, backing up files, streaming music. So we can keep going. Splash, splatter, and spill resistant up to 1 meter. You guys can see that. You can use two different phone numbers here, and you can up to 2.5 hours longer battery life for movies. Compare all the models here. Again, I'll link this in the description. I think I've said this like 6 times, but yeah, you can, and yeah, you can get credit towards it. So I believe there's a place where you can put in your phone information. It'll give you immediate feedback on how much it can give you. So why Apple's the best place to buy, and again, here are the specifications. So let's go to the tech specs. So yeah, here you can see all the iPhones here. So I can make a let me see what I can do, and I can probably make videos from older iPhones. But if you guys aren't into looking at older iPhones, I want to make videos about it. Please comment below again, and let's look at our tech specs. So I'm gonna slowly scroll through all of this. I pretty much covered this all on the overview page, and you guys can pause this whenever you need to see it better. So let me scroll a little so you guys can pause this when you need to. So yeah, let's keep going. So yeah, I can you comment in the comment section, guys, if they support 5G on the iPhone SE? I didn't see it anywhere on the any of the tech specs and upgrade and overview. So can you guys please tell me about that? Check it out and tell me. So yeah, here's the battery, the operating system. You guys can see this all, and these are the built-in apps. Yeah, you guys can. Sorry about that. You guys can see this all whenever you guys check this out, and yeah. So I hope I explained this well, guys. You can see all the specs. Yeah. So I can make a video about iPhone 12 and how they may not be including the charger if you guys want to. But let's go see the buying options. All right. So I believe only in the United States, Canada, and a couple other countries you can actually order online. But all right. So buy iPhone SE and get up to $170. Yeah, $170. So let's go with product red. So we support the global fund to combat COVID-19. Okay, yeah. So they changed it this year. It's no longer AIDS and HIV. It's now COVID-19. So yeah. So they're basically supporting COVID-19 now, which is a pretty honorable thing. As so is AIDS, and it's pretty nice to support those causes. Good job, Apple. And yeah, I'm gonna get the highest spec model like I normally do, and see how much it's gonna be costing me. So it is gonna be costing $549. You can pay monthly payments with the Apple Card. If you guys want to play monthly payments and you don't want to use Apple Card, you should buy it from a different store or a retailer. But if you guys are fine using Apple Card, you guys should order it off Apple, as they are the manufacturer of these phones, and they offer really nice perks that maybe the retailers might not. But again, retailers have sales every once in a while, so it might be a good idea to check both of them out. It really depends on your preference. So yeah, they come with 64, 128, and 256 if you guys are wanting the storages. So let me go back to iPhone SE and we'll wrap up the video right now. So let's wrap it up. So please subscribe again. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Um, don't dislike, guys. Please leave a comment below, because as a small channel, a dislike can mean a lot more than if you dislike a big creator, because YouTube algorithm basically makes it in such a way that bigger creators, like their subscribers, they have higher subscribers, and having dislikes on their videos really not gonna affect their overall performance. So please, I think you guys should buy the iPhone SE if you guys are still wondering about my thoughts. So buy the iPhone SE if you guys can afford it, obviously during this COVID-19 time. If you guys can buy the iPhone SE, I recommend doing so. It's a really good first time phone. Um, you guys should consider trading in only if you have a older iPhone model. If you guys have a newer iPhone model, it is not I would not recommend you at least to trade in, because I would wait a few more years until you can get the maximum value out of that phone. So maybe for the iPhone 6s or 6, it might be worth it to trade to the iPhone SE, as it's an iPhone 8 obviously. But if it's not, and if they're giving you a really cheap offer, maybe you should just keep the phone and just keep it as like maybe a phone if one of your phones breaks and you need to use it for a little bit. So yeah, and I guess we're gonna wrap the video up now. So Techhead, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.